Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters. Welcome to another episode of About the Heavens. It's been a while since I haven't posted anything on my YouTube channel because I was busy with my examinations and all. So today I was free, so I thought to post something which is very informative as well as important topic. It's a very interesting topic. I just love this topic. I want to share it with you too. So do not skip my video. Watch until the end. Let's begin with a Bismillah. Bismillah. So, this is a famous hadith by Fatima bin Qais, one of the famous Sahabiyat. She narrated this hadith in Sahih Muslim, and she said while she was sitting in her house, she heard a crier saying, As-salatu jamia, as-salatu jamia. So, as-salatu jamia is how Prophet ﷺ called the Sahabas to the masjid. When there was any issue other than 5 salawat, this is the way he called them. So, there was only this announcement, As-salatu jamia, and everybody rushed to the masjid, including Fatima bin Qais. So she placed a seat for her in the front row for women. After the prayer, Prophet ﷺ asked the Sahabas, do you know why I asked you to assemble here? So they said, the Sahaba said, only Allah and His Messenger knows the best. So Allah's Messenger ﷺ said, I didn't call you to give any advice or warning, but to narrate something which happened to Tamim ad-Dari. Tamim ad-Dari was a Christian who later embraced Islam. So Tamim ad-Dari came to Rasulullah and narrated an incident which has happened to him on a sea trip. So he was a seafarer. He was riding in an ocean with 30 men from Zakam and Judam tribe. So these are the Christian Arab tribes, and that's from north. He was among those tribes. While they were sailing, a severe storm hit the waves and their ship tossed by the waves. For 1 month, they lost at the sea. Later, after 1 month, the waves took them to an island, which was an unknown island, where they found a creature which was covered by thick hairs in its entire body and can't distinguish where its face from the back. So they were shocked seeing this beast. They took their sideboards and sailed to the island, and there they found this beast. And Tamim ad-Dari and these 30 men asked the creature, who is he? And the beast replied, I am jassassa. They asked him, what are you doing here? Then he replied, come with me inside the monastery. I will take you to my master. So these men were so shocked and scared because they thought this master would be a devil or something. Inside the monastery, they saw a man chained all over his body. From his hand to neck was chained, and in between his 2 legs to ankles were also shackled. So Tamim ad-Dari asked him, who is he? The man replied, I will soon tell you about me. Before that, you should answer me certain questions. He asked, from where are you coming? They replied, we are coming from Arabia. The chained man then asked, how's the palm trees in basin? So these were his certain questions, and he first asked, how's the palm trees in basin? Then he replied, why you are asking this question? The chained person asked just to know whether the trees bear fruits or not, and the men replied, yeah, it has plenty of fruits. And the chained person replied, soon it's going to dry up. How about the sea, the barrier? So this is the question, second question he's asking. They replied, yeah, it has abundance of water. And the chained person replied, it's going to dry out soon. Then he asked about the spring of Zigar. And he asked, how is the water in the spring of Zughar? Does it help the inhabitants to irrigate from it? And the men replied, yeah, it has plenty of water, it has abundance of water. It is there. The inhabitants near spring of Zughar are utilizing it for the irrigation purpose and all. Then the chained person replied, yeah, it's also going to dry out soon. So the next question which the chained person asked Imam ad-Dari, that was the question about our prophet. Has that prophet arrived to Arabs? So Tamim ad-Dari replied, he is a Christian, but he is an Arab, so he knows about Prophet ﷺ. So he replied, yes, he has arrived from Mecca, and now settled down in Yathrib. So Yathrib is the name of Medina, which non-Muslims called. So Tamim ad-Dari was a Christian then, so he also named Medina as Yathrib. So, but when we Muslims tell it is only Medina, but when it comes to any interpretation or something, we call it Yathrib. So then the chained man asked, does the Arabs fought with him? Then the Tamim ad-Dari replied, yes, Arabs fought with him. And the chained person asked with eagerness, who won? So Tamim ad-Dari replied, he won sometimes. Sometimes the Prophet won, or sometimes the Arabs. Then the chained man replied, it would be better for the Arabs to submit before him, as it is better for them. So then the chained man started introduce about himself. He said, he is a Dajjal. Soon he will be permitted to move out from here and I will be unchained. So this is the person which Prophet ﷺ used to warn his ummah about. So that person, that same person which Prophet ﷺ used to warn us about, has been confronted a person from Arabia. So he introduced himself as Dajjal, and he said that he will be permitted to travel every part of the world except Mecca and Medina, because at that time Mecca and Medina will be guarded by the angels, and there will be an angel standing in front of the gates of Mecca and Medina, so the Dajjal couldn't enter. So after telling this, everything stopped, and Rasulullah stood up in the minbar and said, this is the place which Dajjal is not going to enter. And he also asked, haven't I not warned you about Dajjal? And the companions replied, yes Rasulullah, you have informed us about him. And then the hadith is ending. So thus the hadith is ending. But one thing is that we have got multiple hadiths about this Dajjal. But this is an authentic hadith, this is Sahih Muslim, and we have multiple hadiths, and there arise certain questions in your mind. I know that, because how will be Dajjal coming in future, while he was seen by 1400 years ago by a person lived at that time. Certain question will definitely arise, but one thing you should know, that Allah is capable of anything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ascended Isa alayhi salam above the heavens, and at that time he was 33 years old. So when he coming back to earth, when he descend to earth again, he will be 33 years old. So his age is not going to change. His age will be constant until the time he was ascended from the earth. So when this question comes, how can this Dajjal will be chained for 1000 years ago, and again he will be unchained after that, and he will still be the same? Yes, he will be a young man. He won't be 1400-year-old grandpa. He will be a young man, and Allah is capable of everything, and Allah is above the time. So maybe there are so many other scholars says that maybe there is a chance that the island which the Dajjal is being chained won't be a island where the time changes. Maybe the time will be constant there. So we doesn't know, Allah knows the best. But this hadith is a authentic hadith. So inshallah, with another video about Dajjal, after the time Dajjal arrived, I will be explaining that in next video, inshallah. Until then, watch my video, comment if there's any doubts, subscribe to my channel, share it, and until then, jazakallahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters.